one of the challenges of civilization is that it insulates you from kind of the state of nature. And so the job of civilization is you always need to educate people about every step so that you don't take it for granted. And what happens is when you have bad education, you treat civilization as natural. And so that's what's happening with these kids. They think it's natural. Like I use an example when I was a student in college, because I think about food. Like you think about in nature, how long does it take to get food? Like a long time. And sometimes you spend all your time and like build shelter. And I was at Duke in North Carolina, and I was on a meal plan, and I ran out of money. I spent it all, and I didn't have much income, and I didn't want to ask my parents for any more money. So I like tried to live as cheaply as possible. And so I just lived on lentils and tuna, which is like the cheapest way you could have any kind of amount of protein. And I forget, it was like something like $20 a week. And you just think about, even at the time, I could probably make $20 an hour. So I could spend 1 hour and feed myself for a week. Like that is totally magical. That's a totally unnatural thing to spend 1 hour and feed yourself for a week. Like that's almost the Garden of Eden, right? In terms of maybe it doesn't taste as good as it supposedly did in the Garden of Eden, but it's
salt and pepper.
And right, that's very cheap. That's even cheaper, right? So it's just, but the thing is, we're not taught that we live in this miraculous world in large part because of energy, because we have machines that do work for us, and those are produced using a lot of energy, and they're powered using energy. Like if you don't learn, and that energy almost all comes from fossil fuels, because if it didn't, the energy would be way more expensive and less accessible and less reliable. But if you don't learn that, you take all the benefits of fossil fuels for granted, and then you're looking for, well, what else can I focus on?